All right, so this is not a Golden Knights video, but it's a hockey video nonetheless. In hockey, for those that maybe aren't huge hockey watchers, or fans, there's a guy named Evander Kane, and for those of you who know Evander Kane, you know Evander Kane. He's a very controversial, very divisive, very out there figure in the NHL. Probably since his draft days, and probably did he play for Edmonton? I don't remember, but he is very divisive. Um, there's no doubt about it. And essentially, his wife is mad. So there's two things. So his wife posts on Twitter basically, "Hey, um, you know, basically she's saying that Evander Kane has been posting pictures of himself at home with family, right? But those are old pictures because and he's deceiving everybody because he's been in Europe. I guess this whole off season he's been in Europe this whole time partying it up like a frat boy, right? Just basically like a frat boy. And she's saying that she's expecting, and also taking care of their 1-year-old daughter. And because Mr. Evander Kane here has problems, not gambling, so he's got a gambling problem. They're repossessing their house. So while he's in Europe partying it up like a bad boy, she's having to pick up everything, move everything out of the house, throw things out, and sell the house, and just everything all together, right? So they're repossessing the house, and she's having to do it all. Meanwhile, being pregnant and expecting. Meanwhile, also at the same time, raising their 1-year-old. I think their girl, their daughter, their son or daughter. I don't really know the Kane fan. I don't follow them like that. So that came out, and it's like, wow. And then that's part of it. So that's the one thing. So then she releases a statement saying, "Hey, at the NHL, can someone ask Gary Bettman, the NHL commissioner, if it is okay for a player to gamble on his own games?" And it basically, she says on bookies, "You ain't as good as you think, bud. You're not as good as you think, bud." So, okay, I'm gonna go off with the first thing, which is, oh my God, if he is in Europe, right? I feel for his wife. If you are expecting and raising a 1-year-old daughter and having to get the house ready for it to be repossessed because your husband has a gambling problem, and Evander Kane has a gambling problem, well, yeah, I mean, it's bad, and you have kids in the middle, and, I've been through divorce, which is where this is headed. Not I have been through, but I've been through divorced parents. Oh, that's weird. I've been through divorced parents, and it's not a good thing. It's not. And gambling is a bad thing for a lot of people because you think, I can get it back. You lose all your money, and you think, I can get it back. I can do it again. I'm going to get all our money back. I'm going to fix everything. And you become so desperate, and it's not a good, unless you're like the best gambler ever, it's just not going to work. And I think Evander Kane is figuring that out. And so, look, on that personal thing, it's rough. And if he is posting old pictures, if he is partying it up in Europe, I think he's very much a frat boy. Evander Kane does not seem like he's grown up, and look, I mean, the Sharks, he entered bankruptcy. And basically, the Sharks, this is how dumb of an organization they are. Aside from their failure getting to the 2016 Cup and not doing anything. Okay? Not doing anything. Fix these puck holders. They didn't do anything, but they have signed on to all of his contracts. So now the Sharks are in debt because of his bankruptcies and inability to pay off loans. And you would think he's made over $32 million. What is he doing with that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you. I work with a lot of clients and finances. There's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing with money, and a lot of it is, hey, they're average people, it's fine. But a lot of the rich do not know what the hell they are doing. That's why they hire these business managers to say, hey, man, I wouldn't do this or I wouldn't do that, or yeah, you can pay for this, but you might want to do this or that. So, aside from that, now let's get to the second part, which is Evander Kane gambling on his own games? So, look, I mean, if he's doing it on bookies or bookies, whatever it is, because I don't understand gambling language too much at all. And yes, I live in Vegas, okay? Vegas locals tend to stay away from that, most of us. 90% of us. The others are like, why not? Family comes over, or they're just gamblers to the T, to the max. Um, you know, it's so. Is he gambling on his own game? Look, we don't know that. And his wife is tagging the NHL. The NHL released a statement yesterday, which is when this came out, but I was too busy buying Golden Knights things. And watching the Lollapalooza, which was awesome. Journey was really good. But they said they're going to investigate it. But if you are gambling on your own games, look, I mean, Pete Rose got banned from baseball for life because he was gambling on baseball games. You can't do that. Now, if you're you or me and you're just an average fan, yeah, we can gamble on it. And we don't have a direct tie to baseball. We're not players. We're not owners. We're not anything. But so now, will this be proven? Now, look, unless the wife has. So before I get there, now, if they're gonna call him, he's not gonna go, oh yeah, bro, I totally did that. I totally did that, bro. I gambled on our games. I thought we were gonna do great. He's not going to do that. He's going to deny it. He's a criminal. So, now, I know a bunch of Sharks fans might not watch these videos, but you might. You go, you're a liar. You're a fucking liar. Try not to curse, but am I? Really? Because this dude for sure is. So, anyway, aside from me doing that. So, this is bad for Evander Kane. Now, today, he released a statement that, his wife is just lying. She's a soon-to-be ex-wife, and da-da-da-da-da. It's just his wife trying to get back out and get his attention. And, by the way, his wife said that she wasn't, that she was trying to get to him, and he wasn't answering or answering his calls or her calls or anything. So, it's a mess. And now, unless his wife, getting to this, unless his wife has proof of him texting her about gambling, I don't know that they're going to find proof. So then it's going to be he said, she said situation. I don't know if there are any paper trails. I would hope that Evander Kane and think that Evander Kane might be smarter than to leave paper trails. But if there are none, then I don't think there's going to be any proof here. And again, this is a very divisive figure, controversial figure. I think he's going to stay with the Sharks because they are exactly that. Now, I did see an interview that he did, Evander Kane, and he told this lady, yeah, I got two houses, one in Vegas. And she's like, well, do you live there? Nah, I just go there like maybe once or twice a year. So the house is sitting there, rotting away because Evander Kane just wants to act all rich and big. It's like, I just go to Vegas for like a weekend. What does that tell you? He's gambling. And guys, look, the Strip is very expensive. You go get a burger, it's expensive. You go get a bracelet, it's $20. And you're thinking, what the is it $20 for? But a lot of it is cheaper than, let's say, a drink or gambling. Because people want you to drink and gamble there. They want you to drink and in the end gamble to lose all your money so that casinos make money. That's how it works here. So, look, who knows how this is going to go. I'm just reporting on it. And boy, this is not good for Evander Kane, not good for his wife, not good for the family. Kids are in the middle of it. And I'm sorry for his wife for marrying such a dumbass.